So this one has quite the story. It was one of my handmade bears. It's one of the ones I make that look like they've been, well, they go with my book that I wrote about Dud being a little bit less than perfect. So this was a whole collection of bears that I made that were all sort of roughed up and dirty. So this one's name was Lacy. Unfortunately, Lacy was got to by a dog and it, as dogs do, ripped her little head off. And so I thought, you know what, I can show you how we put her back together. It will require me to undo quite a lot of her, undo her back. I'll have to undo her head. She of course needs new eyes, so I thought I would do it step by step, and then at the end of this video I will have a surprise. So I've cut away the old lace because that was quite dirty, and you can see the hole in the top, so I'm going to need to open her back and get that all undone so that I can actually re-put the neck back on. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I will also have to undo this joint in the top of her head and open her head up. So while I've got that going on, I'll pop new eyes in her, and on we go. So I use a clover and picker. I love them because they've got a really sharp point, so you need to be careful you don't stab yourself with it when you're undoing it, but it just very gently undoes the stitches around the neck. So I'm just going to undo that and remove this joint and replace it. I'll have to undo this pace as well, which is just a matter of pulling that back out. These bears have what we call wobble joints, so I'm going to show you how we put that back together too. Okay, so I have gotten the joint out. Funny because it's one of my bears, one of the things I always say to the girls when I'm teaching them is make sure you go over and over and over, because people frequently pick up bears by their ears, and it's one of the jobs I have to do the most is replace heads on bears. But then I also looked in a little bit closer, and her nose is also gone, so I will have to make that at the shop tomorrow and then bring it back and finish the video. So yeah, the joint is finally out. That took a little bit of time, and so I'm going to make the next one. So in order to do that, you need 2 split pins. What? 2? You put 1 split pin through the hole of the other one, like so, which gives you like a wobbly joint. This one you put through the disc, and then you very carefully and try to get it on the top with needle nose pliers. You just curl that on one side. Whoop. Oh my goodness, one of those days. Curl it on one side, trying to get it on top of itself. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's meant to be wobbly, so we don't worry about it too much. And the same with the other side. So it's like, well, it is a split pin of sorts, but yeah. Then this part I will stitch back into the bear's head, and you can see it kind of creates this little wobble joint. So I'll put that back in this bear's little head. I'm going to do some extra stuff with her, I think, too, just to make her extra special. But that then goes back in the head, and then I can replace her eyes. So as you know, this bear was gotten, I don't know if that's the right word, but a dog got hold of this bear. So I wanted to just show you a method for cleaning mohair. You don't want to put these things through the washing machine because they will just disintegrate. And I've had many bears brought to me that have gone through the washing machine and end up just being a big ball of fluff. So I'm using Lux Softly, which is a pure soft soap for cleaning. I've got some lukewarm water over to the side. Don't want to move my camera. And I've agitated it enough to make a little bit of foam, and then you put the foam on the bear and rub it in. You can see I'm rubbing that rub it over the areas. You don't want to soak the stuffing or anything else. You're just literally using that foam, and then take a soft unscented baby wipe and wipe the dirt away, and in this case the dog drool. So, and then just leave it to dry. But can you see there's quite a bit of dirt that's just come off there? So yeah, then I am going to proceed to clean the whole bear, then pop her to one side and let her dry completely. I've actually done her head, so I will be putting that back on. So again, make some foam, put the foam on, so it's just the foam. And while it will feel wet, it doesn't get right in to all of the stuffing. And this is actually one of the safest ways of cleaning your mohair bear. So if you needed a tip, this tip was given to me by the lovely Jax from the Teddy Bear Restoration page. She is an absolute genius. So yeah, hopefully that will help, but make sure it's unscented, baby. And well, you can actually already see that that's cleaner. And like in this country, it's Lux. We're in Australia, so it may be something different in yours, but you want it to be soft. So a wool mix or something that will foam up. It needs to be only lukewarm water. Thanks, Jax, for the tip. Hope you don't mind I've shared it. So here she is all finished, and stay tuned for the